bombs over Baghdad. Alright, so before we get into this thing, I'm going to address what's going on with the hair. For some time, some of you might have noticed that I'm starting to bald. It's not my fault. I get it from, it comes from my mother's ex-husband's ex-wife's side of the family. And rather than, you know, sit there and suffer through the baldness, I decided I would just sort of embrace it. I would embrace the bald and beautiful look, which is why I did this, to really accent it. Plus, you know, it's still summer, so it'll keep me cool a little bit. As well as, you know, it makes me look, I got baby face, makes me look a bit older. Fuck. This is completely fucking dead. Hello? McFly! So we're back today for our third installment of the MRE hack, MRE cooking videos. I've already opened 3 of them. I've opened the, what are we doing today? Mexican children's chicken stew. Mexican style chicken stew that came with, it didn't come with this. It didn't come with au gratin potatoes. It came with rice. And I'm not sure where I put the rice. So we got Mexican style. Why do I want Mexican children? Why do I want Mexican child? That's what it is. Fuck it. Mexican child chicken stew. It also came with some cheddar cheese, pretzels, and a bag of M&Ms, which is pretty cool. I actually had one that I opened for the last video. It came with sour Skittles, so that's pretty impressive. The next one is, it was barbecue-shaped, rib-shaped barbecue pork patty. So we got like a McRib here. We mentioned this in the last video, I believe. We picked these ones out. This one came with some rice and beans. Santa Fe style. Hyundai Santa Fe style rice and beans. And what we're going to do with this, we're going to make like walking tacos with this. It's got some barbecue sauce too. And last but not least, we have chicken, egg noodles, vegetables, and sauce. This came with cheese spread, I think. Or I just grabbed the cheese spread from the pile of shit that I have just laying over, just the MRE, like, graveyard that I have over there. So we got that. We're going to do like a Monte Cristo style sandwich. We were supposed to use chicken and pesto too. I know we picked that one out in the last video. But I couldn't come up with an idea, really. So, and I didn't want to do something like we did with the last MRE video where I just sort of put one on some garlic bread, because that wasn't not very creative, and I didn't want to do something like that again. So instead of using this, we're just not going to use it. We'll save it, but we'll go through it anyways. And for now, we can get rid of this, and we can even get rid of this mouse, and we'll just see what's in it. And we're going to do a little test too, not test tube, test two. So we got some cheese spread. We could probably use that for today, so we'll put that over there. Patriotic Cookies. Are they like American flags or something? What's so patriotic about these cookies? It's a little hat. That's not a bad cookie, actually. More like a cracker, but... Smoked almonds, we already tried those. Cinnamon bun! I haven't seen that yet. We'll try that for dessert. Here's the chicken pesto pasta. That's a mighty fat sack we've got there. That's a mighty fat sack. Get these out of my way. What's this? Italian breadsticks. Well, that's just unpleasant. We're actually gonna try a little test right now. Someone told me if you take one of these MRE heating packets. And you put some of this Tabasco sauce in there that they provide. Along with a little bit of water. And we'll take the Tabasco and get that in there. And then we'll sort of leave that right there. And we're sweltering up here, fam. What's going on here, fella? Is this gonna explode in my fucking face? You gotta keep your wig clean. We're just waiting for this tear gas to start up and whatever it does. Now, if you look online, there's a bunch of stuff you can do with these heating packets. Most of it illegal, so it's ill-advised. I don't advise it unless you want to get yourself into some sort of trouble. Tear gas. I think that's been in there long enough, so we'll just sort of see what happens. Am I gonna cry? I've never been one to turn down a Tabasco tear gas experiment. I think I'm gonna say that's a We're gonna put an end to that right now before I blow my nose drums out of my face. Alright, so we're gonna start with the empanadas. You can find empanadas in the Ricky Martin section of your local grocery store. So just flatten them out a bit, and then you can load on whatever you're gonna film with. We're filming with the au gratin potatoes and some of the Mexican style chicken stew, and that's it. That's all we're doing in these. And we probably should have put a little cheese in there, but we didn't. And you get that on the big jobs. Hit it with a little bit of egg wash around the inner rim. That'll help hold it together a bit, and fold it over. And then you're just gonna press the edges down with a fork and bake it or fry it. I baked them. Wish I could have fried them. Onto the walking tacos. Get yourself a bag of Fritos, Doritos, Cheetos, Tostitos, whatever you really fancy, and cut one of the sides off of that motherfucker. Yeah. Cheese sauce. I don't know, man. This is just what I did. You can do whatever the hell you want. I'm using a whole packet of cheese sauce, and then you put that yuck Santa Fe, that Hyundai Santa Fe style rice on there, and bust out your barbecue pork patty, drizzling pissing that juice all over your cutting boards at the same time like an idiot. And it came with a packet of barbecue sauce, so I mixed it all up, chopped it up, mixed it all up, and that was it. That gave us our bag of walking tacos. And lastly, we're doing our chicken noodle soup, pretty much Monte Cristo. So Monte Cristo is just like a sandwich with like French toast style buns. And I use English muffins because they were on sale, man. So get those into a hot buttery pan. Get them all doctored up on one side. And then lay yourself down a nice cheese foundation. You're going to pile on your chicken jalopy, and then just get her all together. And I mean, it's a thing of beauty right there, really, is what it is. And cue the music. And we are back. We've got everything right here in front of us. The first thing we're going to do before we try any of this is we're going to make our, cream orange drink that whoever told me about it. Whoever was whining and crying on the Facebook page. So you put the orange drink. This is for a hot mix. A hot drink. I don't think that really gives a shit. We'll put our cream in there. And I'm already going to assume that this is just going to taste like absolute trash. And I'll just shake her up. That's actually not half bad right there. That's got a creamy thing going on. Do you know what it needs, though? That drink. And who is in there? That drink, it needs just like some sugar. Oh, you know what? There's a bunch of stuff not mixed up on the bottom. Let's try everything we got going on here. I don't know what to try first. I think I'm most excited about this, the chicken noodles. The chicken and egg noodles sandwich, because that's just kind of my jam. I'm excited about everything, but let's start with this because this seems like the simplest. This seems like the idiot idea. McRib. I'm into that. I'm into that. Let's jump into one of these empanadas. And, you know, I really should have fried these, but I don't have a deep fryer right now because I just threw it in the trash. There was nothing wrong with it. It was working perfectly fine. And I just threw it in the trash. So we had to... Nothing in that bite. So I'm into that, but I'm also not into that. There's a lot more that could be done with that. If you had the rice that came with that Mexican style stew, that probably would have been much better than the cheesy au gratin potatoes. If I had some rice, I put a little cheese packet in there, and then maybe a packet of Tabasco in with it, that would have been alright. But let's get into that. We saved the best for last, I think. The Monte Cristo style cheesy chicken soup sandwich. And I was going to put ham on this and really make it, you know, Monte Cristo style, but I didn't. I didn't do it. And what do you want from me? I like that. I enjoy that. So that screeches right into first place overall. This second place, we're going with the walking tacos. And I can honestly just fucking do without the empanadas completely. It honestly did nothing for me. Like I said, if I maybe changed it up and had the rice in there. And you know what it is actually? It's the fact that they're not fried. And I had to bake them in the oven. Because if you fry the empanada, you get that nice crunchy shell on the outside. This is just sort of, I mean, you can see it. It's just sort of doing nothing. Dude, it's doing nothing for me. So definitely, this is definitely the big win. The chicken noodle sandwich. And the drink. So far, out of all the MRE videos, I think the winning combination right now is the Monte Cristo style chicken and egg noodle sandwich with the cream orange drink. We got to wrap this up with a dessert for you guys. We haven't done a dessert yet. We got a TFF fudge brownie. So we'll see what's going on. I got a feeling this thing is going to be like a fucking stick of fudge or something. Oh yeah, that thing's dense, dude. You could knock out Bin Laden with that fucking thing. I mean, that's not half bad for a fucking brownie that's just there for you. A little dry, but I mean, it's sitting in a package. What can we really expect out of it? If I had some milk, it'd be all right. I could dip it in some milk, and I'll be all right with it. That's going to wrap it up for this week's Sunday Fun Day video. I want to thank you guys for stopping by as always. Remember to kick Remember to remember to kick your own ass if you want to. Remember to click the subscribe button. Yeah, who gives a shit? Who really gives a shit? Alright, you idiot. And I gotta take care of whatever's going on with this head of mine because I cannot live like that. I'll tell you that much right now.